Hi Professor, we are Team 8 of Cohort 3. The simulations has varying amounts of weeks to complete the project, which involved completing a certain amount of tasks. You play the role of project manager. The main objective of each scenario is to stay within budget. Make sure the team morale was high and stress was managed, and complete the project within the time frame set by management. Points were allocated based on how well you were able to stay within these parameters.
In this scenario A, we had two vital elements to consider in order to fulfill the management goal of delivering the wireless product at a cost of $15,000 within an 18 weeks period. In order to do so, we decided to outsource more of the work at a high level while maintaining the skill level of the team at the medium level. Cause we emphasize more on coaching and training rather than hiring more experts. This actually helped us to cut costs and also getting our team member happy and then increasing the productivity. At the end of the project, we actually exceeded the management target by delivering the multifunction product and within a 15 weeks period. At the end of the project, we got a score of 808 out of 1,000, which was actually pretty good.
As for Scenario B, the main objective of Scenario B was to spend $39,220 to complete the project in 14 weeks. The strategy that we applied for Scenario B is that for the first 2 weeks, we only host coaching sessions without any stand-up and status check in order to focus on educating the employees, which reduce the rate for problem to occur. And the following 10 weeks, our strategy was to manage our team by staying with the budget, and less on the test completed. And after week 12, we began to see problems that we are going too slow. So we began to manage our team by changing our team skills from medium high to high level in order to complete our management target before week 17. And for the last week, we held 0 coaching sessions, just status check to make sure everything is updated.
There were originally 185 tasks to be completed in 18 weeks. The management wanted an edge over competition, so they set a new target date for 13 weeks. In order to not go over budget and overstress the team, the tasks were completed in 17 weeks. Team morale remained high throughout the duration of the project, of an average of 90%. However, the team was stressed for the entirety of the project, stress levels reaching over 108. It was helpful to have check-ins with the team members and reducing or increasing the hours spent in meetings also depended on their feedback. The team size never changed throughout the simulations, but as weeks progressed, their skill levels increased from basic to medium, and their productivity increased as well. Each worker never worked over 40 hours, even though overtime was allowed. Outsourcing increased from none to extensive as the weeks went by to decrease spending. In comparison to other scenarios, C highlighted how effective team morale and coordination was. They worked better because there was minimal change to their work environment, unlike Scenario F, where everything was going wrong around them. Scenario C would have been more effective if management had allocated more funds to the project, since they wanted to decrease their time to.
In Scenario F, the early development of a prototype was a key factor, as technical problems occurred during the simulation. This led to an early detection of the failure, and the team was able to fix it on time with a medium level of stress and a high team morale. Furthermore, there was no increase in hours worked per person. The strategy for the communication was to have a status meeting every 2 weeks and change with the 5 town hall meetings per week. To do both would not have been effective as the number of hours worked per person would decline, and over-information leads to boredom within the team. Due to the car accident that happened in week 5, it was important to have a lot of one-on-one coaching sessions for all the new team members in the week. The week after, coaching was not necessary anymore. The number of workers was constantly kept in combination with an extensive outsourcing that helped to achieve the management goal for the budget. Even though it was a high number of hours worked per day, the team morale was kept high due to effective communication. If the team is well informed about the project's success and status, the morale as well as the level of stress can be kept on a normal and medium level. This is the strategy we used in F.
As a conclusion, outsourcing and the level of skill had a direct linkage in each scenario. Outsourcing while using basic skills seemed ineffective and the amount of tasks were unchanged. Having meetings seemed to boost morale amongst the team. They appreciated feedback and direction. As the weeks went by depending on the scenario, meetings hours had to be increased or decreased depending on team feedback. Hours spent on tasks had no correlation with how much work was actually completed. If no overtime was encouraged, the team morale seemed to be lower and stress will be higher. However, if overtime was allowed but not encouraged, average hours worked will never be over 40 and stress levels were normal.